What is one thing that every business needs for success? Relationships. Your business is actually built on it, especially relationships with clients and potential clients, right? Is that enough? No, not really. It's actually only one type of relationship that you need to build a business, especially as an entrepreneur. You also need supportive relationships that help take you to the next level in your business. Let's face it, you don't know everything. You may be the smartest person in some rooms, but you're not the smartest person in every room. Admit it. How can we then build relationships that actually motivate us to stay consistent so that we grow in our businesses? Learning those things that we still need to learn and getting better at it as we actually learn it. It all comes down to one word: accountability. So think, who in your life is keeping you accountable to be consistent? Who is keeping you accountable to actually meet your goals? Who's keeping you accountable so that you can stay motivated? I want to talk about what accountability really is and what it really does for you. And we will look at why it is such an important piece of keeping you motivated. I'm actually going to talk about 4 specific ways that you can find good accountability so that you can continue to do what God is calling you to do in your business. Join me. Hello there, wise woman. This is DeneenTB, your Christian business growth strategist and clarity coach, bringing you another video about growing your God-centered business. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Okay. At the beginning of this video, I asked, what was one thing your business needs for success? There are lots of things that it needs, but we're going to be looking at just one thing that you need specifically for your business to help keep you motivated, to help you stay consistent. And that is supportive relationships, especially with other Christian entrepreneurs and business owners. That's the ticket. We're not going to be talking about all the types of relationships your business needs. In fact, I do have a video, I'll put it up here so that you can click on it, that gives you all the types of relationships that you need for your business success. So check that out there. What we're going to do is specifically talk about relationships that are built on common values, built on Jesus. I love what Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, because it says, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. So that's why I think it's so important to have these supportive relationships. As I already said, the key word to these supportive relationships is the word accountability. So let's first look at what accountability is and what it actually does for you as an entrepreneur and a business owner. The first thing is accountability starts with you. It starts with you taking responsibility for doing what you say you're going to do. It really involves using your time wisely and really not overcommitting to try to just impress someone. Another thing is accountability cannot be delegated. It can help you actually eliminate the time and effort you spend on distracting activities and other unproductive behaviors. Those things keeping you just busy. With accountability, you are actually showing the value of your work to yourself and to others. And it increases your skills, it increases your confidence, and really to try new things, which is very important in the entrepreneurial life, right? Now, it is also not a one-time thing, because accountability is like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. Don't be that person who tries to get out of what they said they were going to do by making excuses. Take the time to reflect on what happened, if something does happen, and actually learn from your mistakes and then adjust as needed and keep going. As an entrepreneur, we really have an obligation to ourselves and to God to be the responsible person. It's hard. And guess what? It takes humility. Accountability also means being reliable. When you are reliable, you actually build trust in yourself and in those relationships. This in turn connects you better to others, and it really inspires confidence in them for you or towards you about what you are doing. The definition of accountability. I love definitions. You know, I'm a wordsmith and I love to dig down into the meanings of things. So the definition of accountability is being responsible for decisions made, actions taken, and assignments completed. Okay? So when you are accountable, it actually involves your performance and it actually accelerates your own growth. Accountability, I know I've said it a lot, but I want you to get it. Accountability is really the difference between success and failure in your business. Accountability teaches you the value of hard work. It makes you stronger. It keeps you from blaming others for what is happening in your business. You accept it, you take on that personal challenge, and it helps you to grow as well. Now, I know you might be thinking, yeah, Deneen, I had an accountability group once and all we did was spout off all these big goals and how we were going to get all this work done by the end of the week or during the month, but I did not find it motivating. Okay, I'm with you. I understand. I have been in those types of groups also. Just a lot of words and a lot of disappointment. I have been there. You know why? It's because there was no really mutual assistance of the how to complete the goal, or even if the goal was too ambitious for someone to say, do you think you can really do that? There was really no reality check, so to speak. Maybe you've been there too. That's why I wanted to give you all those reasons why accountability was so important or is so important. We need to do that first. So now let's look at what good accountability really looks like in those supportive relationships when it's done correctly. Now, there are different places, there's different levels of accountability that you can look for. I've got 4, like I said, and it doesn't mean that you do one and you go to the next level, you go to the next level, you go to the next level. You could be involved in all 4 at the same time or be involved in 2 or 3. It doesn't matter, but you need to start somewhere. So the first level or the first place that I want to talk about is being inside of a Facebook group or other social media type of group, whether you're on LinkedIn or you have in Instagram or wherever you are. But it really is a place where they're asking you important questions. They're getting you to think through answers because, like I said, you don't know what you don't know. And maybe they're bringing up things that you hadn't thought about or didn't know you needed to think about. It's all a part of learning how to be accountable to yourself. I hope you're in a group like that. Actually find a group like that where you can actually give support and receive support. Because it really does help you think through those important issues in your business and really decide how to show up with accountability, again, for yourself. And of course, what God is calling you to do. All right. The second level or the second place is to have an accountability partner. Now, this is a person who's also dedicated some time to you and actually you to them to kind of report each week or every other week, whatever you set up, on the things that you really do want to get accomplished and to help you with that follow through and to really give you some motivation. This level is actually great because you're actually saying out loud and making that commitment, making that yourself responsible to live up to that expectation to someone who's outside of yourself. It kind of gives you a little bit of social pressure, I guess you could call it. This is one way to really build that accountability muscle because now you have told it to someone else. But I want you to be careful when you have an accountability partner. I had one for over a year, and sometimes we got swept away in the friendship part. And I've had another accountability partner where we kept it very professional. So when we swept away with the friendship part, our accountability times got really long and it kind of almost got intrusive. When I kept it professional, it was 30 minutes a week and it was 15 minutes for her to talk and it was 15 minutes for me to talk. And that really is sufficient. We don't need to go into all the other things. Okay. The third level, the third place where you might want to invest some time, some money into getting a coach that has a community that supports your business. This level of accountability comes because you have made a commitment to yourself to be accountable to someone else who's really ahead of you on the path of success. You see where they are and you know that they've already gone through the paces or the places that you are, and that's why you want to do that. Again, this is helping you work that muscle harder. It helps you to improve yourself. It helps you to really get the work done because it takes work to do whatever it is that coach or that community is guiding you through. And it actually helps you stay motivated in your business as well. Now, the fourth level or the fourth place is to go into a mastermind group with a facilitator. This can be free or it can be paid. What I've found though is that if you do go into one that's paid, it means that everyone really has more of a stake in the relationships and in helping one another stay accountable. This is a place really to be able to not only get the accountability that you need, but also to have a small group to help you through those challenges. Because if we can break through challenges, if we can get new ideas, we can stay more motivated, right? Many times we get unmotivated because we can't get over that block, that thing that's keeping us stuck. With a partner, you're going to get one person's perspective. But with a group, you're going to get lots of different perspectives and lots of different places where people are in their path to business success. It's also important in these types of groups to be willing to be transparent, allowing others to be a part of this process with you. This builds your accountability muscle even more, while showing yourself and showing the other people that you can be trusted to do what you say you're going to do, even when it gets difficult. So here's the question. Do you have a like-minded group, a partner, a community, and or a mastermind? Are you collecting other believers around you in business to really help you stay motivated, stay consistent, stay accountable? Let me know down in the comments what's going on for you. There are so many ways to connect with other believers who are in business. Our thoughts need to be around supporting and making one another accountable to do the things that God is asking us to do. I want to remind you what Galatians 6:4-5 says. It says this: pay careful attention to your own work, for you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else, for we are each responsible for our own conduct. I think that's the key too, right? Responsible and accountability. We are responsible for our own conduct, and that comes from that personal accountability. So how will you grow in this area so you stay motivated? Let me know down in the comments what has hit home for you. What's going on? Let me know. Accountability is really something that has to be worked at. We have to work the muscle, just like in any other part of our life. Our spiritual muscle, our physical muscles, we have to work them. There's also has to be a clear and consistent strategy on how it's going to be implemented. That can mean at any or all four of these different levels. You have to have a strategy. It cannot be haphazard. Remember, it starts with you. It starts with your commitment to the work. It starts with your commitment to support other believers who have that same commitment as you to their businesses. We need to find one another to be in these supportive relationships so that we can stay motivated and we can thrive. And guess what happens when you grow in this area of accountability? It has a massive impact on your personal performance and your results. You are motivated and you are consistent. So, do you want more accountability? Do you want the right accountability? Are you looking for a place where you can find supportive, God-centered entrepreneurs who want to see you succeed? Then you and I need to have a chat. Let's have a clarity call and see if accountability is that missing piece that's keeping you from being motivated and consistent to do the work that God is calling you to do. I will put that link down in the description so you can make your appointment today and we can just chat about where you are with accountability. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like the video, comment about where you actually are in accountability and motivation. And don't forget to subscribe. This is DeneenTB. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, be filled to overflowing.